Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. After a little break on Wednesday, not my choice, but it has to happen, we are back now on Friday with another stream, and I had planned Ostriv, but Farthest Frontier just went into full release, and I could not pass on that opportunity to play some more Farthest Frontier. And, well, they actually did quite a lot to the game and made quite a few changes, so I think that's very good, and I think that's really nice. Major update version 1 is now out. It now has more custom game options. It has a spirituality system. There's a mini map. There's crop summary. There's more tier 2 buildings. There's some military stuff that we're going to ignore. There are more deep mines, foresters. There's chickens, goats, horses. There's a lot of stuff to explore now, even bridges and things like that. So I think that we're going to have some fun. Now, first of all, hello everybody in chat. I can see Robert was here, but I think he's already gone. We have Roadhog, Kevin, AB is already in. Hello, how are you all doing? Hope everybody's fine. As we are going to run this version 1, we're going to start up a brand new settlement. We're going to play in the Idyllic Valley, and I'm going to turn on the pacifist mode, because I don't like all those raiders. So we're going to do that. Going to play on a large map, and well, if we go to advanced settings, I would like to have a little bit of extra wildlife. That's it. Otherwise, we're going to leave everything the same, and we need a nice name. And well, what should that be? What should be a nice name for our town? It should be a nice and peaceful town. Haven't really thought of that. We're just home from dinner, so I don't know what name I should fix. Oh, now that we have Uncle Roadhog in town, we're going to name this town Uncleton. Lady Louisville. Oh, Lady Louisville. That works. Alright, well, map seat, I don't really care. There we go. Let's get rolling.
Life can be harsh everywhere. But in the old world, there was no hope of it ever improving. When our crops failed, the ruling class would still collect the same share, leaving our children to starve. And if we had any coin to our name, the taxman would appear, demanding it for the crown. The nobles hid behind the safety of their walls and did nothing when raiders pillaged the outskirts of the city. And so, some of us decided that it was time to leave, that we'd rather take our chances in the wilderness, seeking the promise of a new land, than starve to death in our homeland. The journey wasn't easy. We lost many along the way. But this wild, unsettled land offers us the hope of a new start as the masters of our own destiny.
Well, there we have it. Farthest Frontier 1.0. And we're gonna get going with a new town. Hello, Just Kristen. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Glad you're in. Oh, look at this. They changed this picture. It looks really cool now. It reminds me a little bit of Foundation, the picture that has some similarities to it. But this is nice. And look at these knights in shiny armor and stuff. And now, well, we'll have to make Lady Louisville in to see what has changed. I haven't played this in forever. I haven't played this in a year. I will actually check my last save game when we did some work on this. Was a year ago. So yeah, it has been a while. And the game has come far since that time. At least it should have. So we're going to see about that. There we go. We finished scouting the surrounding area. Survey the land your villagers have explored and choose a promising site to construct your town center. It's important to choose a location that's near the resources you'll need to build a successful settlement. Things like clay, iron ore, and potential food sources. Alright, here we are. Here we are. So we can see the resources on the left. We can see the fertility, the water bonus, and what we have in range. But let's just go around and check the land here. Now, one of the things I immediately see is a nice river or a nice lake. But there's only one fishing area in sight, so that's not a lot. We have some clay here. That's going to be helpful. We have more clay here. Some deer, some greenery. That's nice for food. But there's not a whole lot of food around by the looks of it. This is a nice area though, because here we can get some of that reeds for baskets. There's some medicine roots here. So that could be interesting. And it's nice flat land. I like a bit of flat land. Here's a ruin with apparently a prize in it or something like that. Here's some more good stuff. Here we have another clay deposit. It doesn't look like we have a lot of mountains around. So... oh, here starts the mountains. Here's some sand. Hey, Cooper. Good to see you. How are you doing? Here are some deer and some nice greeneries and some more deer. So there are... I think food-wise we should be okay, especially in the beginning. Question is where to get started. Now this is all a bit hilly, which is not the ideal place to get started. Here we have clay, we have deer, we have food around. Looks like there's a ruin here with a relic. That could be interesting. There's also clay here, deer. This looks like a nice piece of flat land. More clay that we could get started on. And then it's also pretty close to the water, so I actually think we're going to start somewhere out here. Oh, there's not a lot around though. All the food's down here, so we should probably start somewhere here so that we can get to these food sources relatively quickly. I love cabbage since Medieval Dynasty. Nice. Does your pacifist settings remove all the bandits? They should actually do that, yes. And I'm kind of hopeful that they really do. But we'll see. Alright, you know what? We have to get started. So let's just get going on a flat piece of land. Not too close to the clay, I think. So, yeah, there we go. Yes. There we are. Now let's see how that goes. Ooh. Now we don't see a lot of the surrounding area, but that's okay. Let's just pause the game. They have to remove a bit of wood before they can actually build the town hall, which is interesting. Use the harvest button to mark groups of resources for harvesting. Yes, I know. Oh, I think all the tips are on, but that's okay. Hey, PSV, good to see you. How are you doing? According to the game, we have a housing shortage. I know. Ooh, a crop summary. Oh, nice. Okay, well, you know, this is where our town hall's going to be. So let's build a road around it already so that we have that set up. And then they have to build all the roads piece by piece. So making sure that we set up a little bit of a road network can be very handy. Now, as I already stated, it has been a little while since I played this game. So we'll have to see how it will go and what to do. But we should be okay. And since we do the passive mode, that's going to be helpful. Now, let me check here. Amenities and services. Yeah, that's we probably should go for food production and for wood production. Now, we can start out with a forager, a hunter. That's good. We have some deer here. So let's build a hunting cabin. And then make sure that we start foraging some stuff. Looks like we have berries in range here. Here we also have some stuff in range, like mushrooms. And if we discover the water, this might actually also work out for the stuff that's in the water. So let's get that one out. Okay, they're building the roads now. I like the mini-map as well. That's pretty good. Ooh, it's a thunderstorm coming in. Oh, wow. That's early. It's raining. So we have only food for 5 months. So it is pretty serious that we start to get some food soon. So another forager shack just to get in all these foods might actually not be a bad idea. I'll just place it next here to the hunter, and then they can do all the stuff here. That should be good. That should be good. We are out of wood though, so I have to see how that goes. Let's do speed 2, so we have a little bit of a higher speed, so stuff will go on. Hey Vladimir, good to see you. How are you doing? It's still a little bit harder because all the names are still jumbled up to sometimes see who comes in and who doesn't come in, but good to see. Nice to have you. Wow, that was hard. Nice to have you all here. Talking Ostriv, I also haven't played it since I make the villagers starving. Ostriv is so nice. I love it. Going to play that soon again. I'm very good. It is Friday evening and the weekend starts. Well, that's perfect. Housing shortage sounds very modern. Yeah, that's basically every country in the world almost has like a shortage in housing. So, yep, that's pretty good. This game gives me such a Banished vibes. Yeah, but I think Banished... This game has also a big emphasis on the survival part. But I think Banished has a little bit more. Alright, let's get rid of the tutorials. Your village is critically low on firewood. I know. We'll get working on it soon, but not right now. By the way, I'll put my phone down and try to fall asleep while I listen from this big and bright TV. How's it? You do that, AB. Hope you can sleep soon. Take care. And we'll see you another time. But for now, thanks for listening and hope you sleep well. I'll make some snoring sounds later. Brothers are great, raining, so I get little too much of the energy they force on me. Ah, now they don't go outside to find playmates. Now they're playing with you, Cooper. Well, you know, always nice to have some cats in the house. Yeah, I like Banished. This is a little bit more at peace now because we've turned on the peaceful mode. But yeah, it has resemblance with Banished for sure. I have to get used to some of the rotations. So in this game, it's used with tab. So we have to press tab in this game to rotate buildings, which is, it's all fine. It's just sometimes it's a bit getting used to again now. Well, there we go. We've planned 6 houses. I think that should be plenty to house all the villagers. We have our hunter up now, and it has food and water in, so it can start to hunt these animals, which is a good thing, I think. There's also deer out here, so what if we change this zone to engulf both areas? That might actually be good. So there we go. We do need firewood for them, but that's okay. And I kind of also want to build a road down here so that we can get going with some firewood and stuff. But what I remember is that with the firewood and stuff, it will have a bad influence on the people living there. So if we can get this out the way a bit, that might be good. I don't want to plan too many buildings straight ahead because we will already be quite busy making sure that we get what we need right now. So let's just tell them to chop some trees, get the wood in, and then we'll see. We should have 7 laborers now and 4 builders. Yep, that's working out. We do have 1 hunter. That's okay. Kind of also want the forager to soon start working though, so that they can... Oh, is now going to build it. Perfect. So that we can get some food in. At last, in the end of October came autumn. Yep, very true. Same here. I have here one of the best beers in the world. Think you know it. A friend brought it yesterday. Fettschlossen. Oh, I don't know. Where's that from? Is that from Switzerland then? Or is it from Germany? From Austria? Will not even talk of the fat. My wallet starts to cry if you say it too loud. Did you have to go again, Cooper? Right, first house is up. That means that we have 4 people out of the 12 housed now, which is great. Should probably provide these people with a well, so that they can have some water and stuff. So let's do that. So how's your week been, people? It's autumn started here as well, which is not always the nice... I mean, I love the autumn. But it's not so nice on my lungs usually. A lot of people start to put in their fireplaces again and stuff like that. So, yeah, Wednesday really wasn't my day. I'm not sick or anything. I just had a bad time with my lungs. And that resulted into quite a bit of pain, and that really tires you out if your lungs are not cooperating the way they should. So I had to cancel that stream, but it's all good now. Well, not all good, but it's fine. It's good enough. Just a few more days to adjust, and then all should be good. How's the quality of the game going, people? Is it good? Is it blurry when I move, or is it just sharp? Please let me know. Okay, 2 houses ready. Just 1 more house. That's good. Ooh, this one is busy now too. Let's change the work zone a little bit. I think this way. So that we get the food, but also some herbs and some berries. Should we just keep it this way? I think I'm going to keep it this way for now. And then we might build another one here, that, or somewhere here that can do that area. So we can see here, this one should be able to do quite a bit of stuff at one go. Yes. Greens, herbs, and nuts. Please don't go nuts. Feldschlossen does not have a very good reputation here, though an impressive architecture. Okay. The trees here are just starting to turn, but we have a freeze warning last night. I have a feeling it's going to be up and down all autumn. Oh, frost already in autumn. That's early. Wow. I mean, it's pretty cold now, but it's like 10 degrees now. It'll probably be going down to like 9 or maybe 8 during the night. And of course, since we come from summer, that is a bit cold, or it's feeling a bit cold. But we're not getting ready for frost yet, I think. So that's early then. But is it like normal in your place, Kristen, or is that also a little bit out of tune? All okay, been busy, help organize Remembrance Sunday at the OAP home. Oh, well, you're busy with that, Kev. Very nice, though, that you do all that stuff. That's really good. Such a great game. Game looks good here, no props. Ah, thank you, thank you. Ever tried early beer? I don't know. I don't know all those beers, but Nodo will know. It was 79 2 days ago and upper 30s last night. Oh, wow. That's a big difference. It's going to be cold and drizzly for at least a week, so it's good. Our field kitchen operates on firewood. Ah, okay. So you get to chop a lot of firewood, or do you have other people to do that? Right, this house is ready to build, so they should build it. So I'm kind of wondering what my people are doing. We have 8 laborers. 4 are recommended for this town, so we should have enough. So I wonder what they're all doing. We have food now for 7 months, but 5 months of that, 5 months of food is about to spoil in the next year. You never know when, but it is going to spoil at some point, so we'll have to keep our eyes on it. They're chopping a lot of trees now, though, which should be helpful to build all of this, which will be helpful. But, yeah, I think we should prioritize the firewood splitter. We are already in late summer, and we haven't made any firewood yet. And if we get into winter, now we have a problem. But that's always the hard part in this game when you start out. Oh, I can now see that if you prioritize a building, you can actually see it even when you're not selecting the building. So that's already helpful. That's nice. And if we take a look at how far we can zoom in, we can't really walk around, but it almost feels like we're walking around in the town. So more people wish to join your settlement. More people await word to join your settlement. Amass a 4-month supply of food and 6 houses. Maintaining significant food stocks will help attract more people. I think they did a nice job on the new graphics. I like it. It's cool. So we can even rotate around so you can really see all the housing and what they're doing. So I think they did a good job on the graphics. That's nice. That's nice. I hope it stays that good. I think there's a bit of a weird thing going on with the roads here, though. Really have to build that last little piece to connect it, apparently. But it's okay. It is beer which was original brewed in the backyard of a pub since they could not agree to the rules of big breweries. Oh, wow. But is it now like factory-made beer, or is it still small supplier beer? It's nice, though. All right, we have somebody now trying to make firewood for us, which is good. Storage is empty, so they're probably going to gather some food and stuff, and then they will start working, which is great. I just hope we can start to produce some firewood soon. We have 6 houses now out of the 5 houses out of the 6. 1 more. And we can have some extra families in, which will be helpful. What's this? Knowledge. Oh, months until the next discovery, too. Whoa! Look at this. This is new. This is the tech tree. This is new. This wasn't in the game. What's this? Iron shares. 15% speed of farmer field work. Minus 25% fertility lost from planted crops. Plus 30% fish replenishment. Plus 15 work to produce smoked meat. Oh, wow. This is a huge tech tree. Apparently it has... I think this is like farming... selling, the market and stuff. This is town stuff. This is military stuff. And this is probably even more military stuff. Oh, this is interesting. Look at that. This is a huge tech tree. And it comes in ages as well. This is interesting. I like it. Hygiene. Base knowledge generation reduces the chance and spread of cholera, dysentery, and typhoid. Oh, nice. Sort of between. You can buy it in the local supermarket, but still belongs to the pub. Ah, okay. Okay, that's nice, PSV. So do you, like, enjoy that beer a lot, or is it not really your thing? Is it worth putting a stockpile by the wood splitter? It is worth building a stockpile in general, because we don't have one yet. So yeah, we're going to build a big stockpile. Now I'm going to just build it up here, because all of our stuff... Oops. I will always press R, because in most games rotating is R. Here it is the tab button. But yeah, we're going to have to store a lot of goods. So I'm going to keep it up here now. And then maybe later we'll build more, but for now we'll just build one there. That should do it. But yeah, having a storage is always a good idea. We can't chop those trees yet. We can't chop those. Just have to let them work for a bit, I think, and have to accumulate some wood. They haven't made any firewood yet, though, so... I have to make sure that we bring some wood in soon. But we should be able to do that. It is the only beer I used to drink. Oh, wow. Well, that's special beer then. Nice. Nice. That's good. I mean... But you don't really drink much beer anymore then, or? Only wine. Alright, last house coming up. We have the food supply, so that should bring in those extra people. Ooh, and apparently there are Steam achievements now. We gotta get messages of Steam achievements all the time. And apparently now we got an achievement for building 6 houses in our first settlement. And we've made the first batch of firewood. Yay! That's good. I like that. I prefer wine. Oh, nice. What wine do you prefer? Red, white, wet wine, dry wine, whatever. That's all I know about wine, so... Two new villagers migrated, 2 new villagers born. Ooh, that means that we have some extra villagers now. That's good. Whiskey or gin are okay too, but then I cannot drink too much of them. Green wine. Wow. Red wine. Nice. Which area of Switzerland is it for sale? Maybe next time my friend goes I can order some. Oh, yeah. Well, if you can get it in... He said you can get it in the supermarket, so I guess it might be... Oh, in the local supermarkets. So, it's probably not all around. Yeah. Knowledge generated. Your people's knowledge has expanded. Invest the knowledge into technology. Okay, so we have 1 knowledge point. So apparently we can unlock it as something now. 2 more resources gathered per forage resource. Yeah. Can we... Oh yeah, I already... Ah, okay. So I can invest in this 3 times. Okay, let's confirm. So this means that they can now forage extra goods from each source. So instead of like maybe 10, they can now forage 12, which means that we get more food. So that's good. I like that. It's autumn now. We have collected food for 7 months. And 6 is about to spoil. So we do need some extra food again. Hawthorn. 6 people have arrived. Oh, those are the 6 that were willing to come in. So we'll accept them. That's extra hands. So we're going to build another foraging hut then. So that we can forage even more. I think that's good. And... Oh, there's a lot of hazelnuts here. And mushrooms and other stuff. Oh. We're going to need some decent foods now. So let's just build extra. And I think, yeah... They've chopped down most of the trees already because we have a lot of laborers right now. 15. So let's continue with that. So that we get more of those. And the stockpile is now ready too. So they can start to fill this up with all the wood and stuff that we find. So that's good. I'm off to eat. Okay, PSV, have a nice dinner. Hope you enjoy. I'm opening a beer bar that hosts brass bands every weekend. I'm going to call it... Oh dear. If you like a good wine, try Lady Louise after an F1 race. A bustling market would help generate gold and attract new settlers to our growing town. Markets stock houses and generate gold based on the number of houses. Oh, that's good. We'll do that. And I think we are also going to need a sawmill, but also soon the compost yard. But for that we need a saw pit, so that's something that we'll get. But now we have unlocked... Oh... We have to build a saw pit and a storehouse first. Okay. You know what? Let's go with that. Let's build a storehouse. Oops. To hit tab and not that button. Let's build a storehouse right there. And we're going to start on the saw pit soon. We just don't have the wood yet, but we can get it, so that's okay. And then ever so slow we'll develop our little town. Don't want to grow too fast, so I don't want to have too much open space for housing, because then we can get a lot of kids that don't really do much. So we'll have to hold off on that a little bit. To those who aren't aware, green wine is an old moniker for Horilka-based drinks. Like Farenua, for example. Ah, okay. So the Horilka in Ostrov, is that then counted as a green wine as well, Vladimir? Okay, look at this. They got 160 greens and 44 berries last year. That's good. These have a lot of meat. We should probably get a smoker. Because that will preserve... no, it's in food production. That will preserve all the meat that these are getting. And if we build the smoker somewhere out here... probably do it on this side though. I'll leave space for one extra firewood guy. I don't know. Have to plan all this a little bit. Well, we also need a food storage here soon. You know, I'll build the smoker. Can we already build a food cellar? Ah, yes, we can build a root cellar. Okay. Let's build a root cellar here. So that at least we have one for food. Have to get some stones soon. And then we can maybe build the smoker right here. Oh, right here. No, get out. Oh man, starting to click the wrong buttons. So that it doesn't affect any housing, but it's close enough to the food storage so that they can quickly take care of that. I think that's good. Horilka, is that not more like vodka? I don't know. I never had any of those drinks, so I don't know. Alright, our storehouse is up. That's good. So now we can store basically anything. So I should probably tell them to no longer accept any of this in our cart, so that our car will go empty. And then we'll have to get some stones. We luckily have a little bit of firewood now. I'm going to get an extra person in here for a while, just to stock up on some firewood. I just hope we have enough food to survive till the next day. Or the next month. Next season, whatever. Oh, this one is now... Oh, I think if we do it like this, it has a lot more options. It's hawthorn, greens, hazelnuts. Yep, this is a lot of food. And there's even a patch of herbs. Perfect. That's nice. Here we could get another hunter. And here we have more greens, but also patches of herbs. I think we just don't have any medicinal stuff here, medicinal roots. But other than that, we have most stuff, I think. Excavation site. I think we have to get some soldiers to do excavating. Maybe somebody that actually does excavating, but I don't know. Let's check for some stones. See, out here we have 8 stones. And then we need a few more. So we'll have to tell them to get a few more stones. Ah, here's some more stones. So that we can build all these buildings. Uh-oh, we have only food for 1 more month. Why does it spoil so quickly? That's not right. Relaxing and visiting a neighbor. Go do some work, please. It's midwinter, so we'll soon run out of food. Well, they might have some... Oh, they all have food in their houses, so that should last them for a bit, I think. I hope. No, Horilka is stronger than green wine. If it burns, it is Horilka. If it is not, it is vodka. Okay. Wow. Is it okay to pull the bag of wine out of the box and stab a straw in it like it's a giant adult Capri Sun? I think so, yes. Hello, Chris Van Dyke. Welcome in. How are you doing today? You're totally allowed to do that. You can tell them I told you it's okay. Let's hold off on this because we don't need that yet. I don't know. Is wine out of a big box? Is that like good wine? To me, it always gives you the idea or the sense that it must be some cheap stuff because it's in a big box with a little tab on it or something. So I don't know. It's just a feeling. I don't drink wine, so I don't know. But it's just a feeling you get when you pass a nice bottle with some nice picture on it, and it just, I don't know, gives you the feeling that it must be better than the stuff out of a box. But I can be totally mistaken here. So please enlighten me if you have that knowledge, but... Goedenavond. So how are you, Chris? How's your day been? As you all know, it was little one's holiday this week, and we usually end the holiday by going out for dinner. So we went out for dinner today, because this was the last day, and it was nice. We went to a nice Chinese restaurant. It was nice. And, oh, yay! We survived our first winter without losing a villager. Oh, apparently you get an achievement for that. I didn't know that. So yeah, we had a nice evening, and, of course now streaming, also very nice. And then... somewhere tomorrow, the neighbors should come home and then they'll pick up the dog again. It's such a nice dog. It's a really lovely lady. If you want to see her, just a picture in the Discord. But yeah, that'll be tomorrow. And then, of course, Sunday, really the last day. And then Monday, little one goes back to school. Wifey will have a very busy week straight ahead for work. And I also have quite a bit of stuff to do next week. So that'll be nice. In the days of yore, vodka was used to creating tinctures, and later only state could sell vodka. So any state sold and produced booze started to be called vodka. Oh, okay. Bag of wine is the housewife's lemonade. So how are you doing, Just Kristen? And are you having any stream plans for the weekend? Right, we're starting to accumulate a little bit of firewood. We have our root cellar, which is good. That means that we can get the food out of this building. Not that we have any food, but if we would have any food, it can now be stored in the cellar, which means that it will spoil less quickly. And I wonder if we can actually use to store food at a reliable temperature, reducing the rate of spoilage. The thing is, though, I would like to see how much less spoilage we get already from this building. So it doesn't really give a lot of help. But it should now be less spoilage, and if we at some point later in the game get barrels, spoilage will go down even further. So that's all helpful. But as we could see, oh, we have 4 months of food now, so that's working out too. We just need some more stones now to build the smoker to smoke all the meat that we have. We have 56 meat right now, and that spoils fairly quickly without smoking it. Klok verzetten dit weekend en als het weer meest de wandeling maken. Verder nog geen plannen. Ah, oké, lekker rustig. Chris says he's going to move the clock this weekend because in the Netherlands we're going away from daylight savings to winter time this weekend. And he's going to make a stroll and no other plans. You can always go for Admiral tea and with clear conscience shrug shoulders and say, it is just a tea. Yeah, just put it in a teacup and everybody believe it's tea. Swedish moonshine is not rated by stars, it is rated by stumps. Oh dear. Alright, I think we should get in a decent amount of food, but a lot of it is spoil sensitive. So that's probably the biggest issue that we have at the moment. I think we can move this car. Yes. So our biggest issue right now is just to accumulate enough so that it won't all spoil too fast and then give me trouble at some point. Alright, we have 43 logs now, 122 firewood, so we're getting somewhere.
Need something?
No, I don't need something. Let's see, these are all fully staffed, so let's see what we could aim for next. A storage depot. A storage structure used to store... Oh, that's different. So that's also a new building, the storage depot. We only had 3 before. Nice. I think we should go with a few extra houses soon. But we also need that marketplace. But for that we need 50 planks. We do need the marketplace though to work with all the housing that we're going to build and get the desirability up. Right, let's start there. Can we still easily move building? Yes, we can relocate them. Okay, that's good. So let's try and get the marketplace up and running. For that we're going to need a few planks. And I also want to get a few extra houses now. So that we can aim for a little bit of growth. That should be good. And then what we could also do sometime is you can... Oh, we can probably use this one for that as well. Do some recon. To check out where everything is. Like, sometimes you can just find a villager. And then you can steer it... Oh, it has cleared out all the food already here. So there's no more deer there. They cleared them all out. But now he's hunting there. We can just select a villager and let it move somewhere. And then he will do some recon, which will be helpful. Let's see, is this one also capable of doing recon? Doesn't really look like it. Oh yeah, but a very small area. That's not very handy. Should probably do a citizen. Let's go over there. Let's grab this citizen. Tell it to go somewhere. Let's see if they can do that. Now you can also automate that by just putting out these recon points. Then somebody at some point will go there, which is also helpful. But I think it will be nice if we can get a little bit more head view of what's here. See, now we found a mountain, we found a coal deposit. That is kind of what we want to do. Go out and find some deposits and see what's around us, where to go, which way to head. Here's more coal. Here's a deep sand deposit, meaning that you can get a good amount of sand there. Just don't take the same villager for too long, or they'll start to complain, get hungry, and then die. So we should really be a little bit careful with it. But it's usually a good way to do some recon and see what's around us. There's animals here, mushrooms. It doesn't look too bad. Let's see. And for those wondering, Roadhog should be up for another stream on Sunday. So we're finally complete again. And he can join us. So really looking forward to that. Ooh, what does it say about knowledge? Construct this building to earn knowledge. Okay, I want to earn knowledge and get the desirability up. So let's do... Oh, we need 100 gold for that. Yeah, we first need to have this one ready. I think we can now also build... Yep, the compost yard. We have to get rid of the compost and start composting to get everything up and running properly. You can see how far the radius of this building goes. So maybe we should build this somewhere here. So that we can start to... Probably going to build the town on this side of the town hall then. So that should be good. Good advice. Before drinking, eat liver so that the alcohol doesn't know which liver to attack. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but Sunday, Rhoda will join us again for the farming simulator. Looking forward to that. That should be so nice. And I'm still having a lot of fun with that game. And tomorrow, the first episode of Celestial Empire, a YouTube series, will come online. We're going to really try and build that holy town now. I'm also intending to continue the streams at some point, but... Well, Wednesday's stream didn't go through. I now already don't do the Oster stream, but I do this one. There's just so many things I want to stream and so little streams, so might have to work on that later to do a few more streams a week, but we'll see about that. What is... Sorry about that. What is the radius of the compost heap? Should be very large. But what you can see here is you get some stats about the building. And one of the things is travel time. So basic needs 2%. So they are busy 2% of the time to get their basic needs in because they're very close. So they don't spend a lot of time on that. They work almost 80% of the time. They transfer goods 17% of the time. And they are idle 2% of the time. And here you can see the travel time. And the longer the travel time is, the less efficient they will be, of course. So the less time they will actually work. So I think it is the range that they can do is almost indefinite, except that at some point they'll have to go back because their time is up. And the further away you put this, the less they can take out of buildings before they have to quit again. So, I meant, what does it mean? Oh, this is basically... It has to do with desirability, which is a combination of smell, noise, that kind of stuff. So people don't like to live close to the compost heap. I think that's mostly because of the smell. They also don't like to live close to the saw pit, which is more likely to be because of the noise. And that's all combined into a feature called desirability. The marketplace, also the shrine, they will increase desirability. That's why we can see the desirability go up. So they like to live near services, near some religious buildings and that kind of stuff. So it's not so complicated that you have to take in all those factors separately. They just took everything that people won't like, put it into the undesirable factor, and everything that people do like and put it in the desirability factor. So it doesn't overcomplicate things in terms of that you get so much information for all of that. You just have to deal with either desirable or undesirable. I think I actually want to prioritize this one over the market. No, not, because we need money to run this one, and therefore we need the market to be done so that we accumulate a bit of money. Okay, let's start putting out some extra trees now. How many? We have 9 villagers doing the work there, so they should be able to chop down plenty of trees, but it takes a bit to chop a tree. Now we do have a knowledge point, so we could spend it on something. Crop resistance, that's all nice. What's this? Taxation. Plus 0.2 tax generated per home within range of the market. Oh, that's nice. I think we should go for some... Oh, plus 20% base knowledge generation. Yes, please. This will speed up our knowledge generation. Oh, yes. Lookout distance. I like that icon. That's cool. To mine stone, manage 50% to make... Okay. There's some nice stuff here. Minus 10% work to produce firewood, pottery, linen, and soap. And tree felling speed. Okay. You have 2 roads not fully connected. Yeah, that's a new feature. So if I built this road, and then I built this one until there, it really stops there. I have to actually connect these two, and then they will make that road connect. There's one here too. So I have to remember that it doesn't automatically connect if 2 roads are next to each other. You have to manually connect them. Which I think can be interesting, especially if you place roads next to each other, that you don't get these weird looking roads because they all interconnect. You can just make them go beside each other. That's pretty interesting. I like the Manor Lord skill tree. This one looks like Skyrim. Yeah, the Manor Lord's one is like in a circle. But I guess in the end they work probably pretty much the same. It's just a graphic thing. I think this one is a bit. It's very big, so you really have to like scroll to the different areas. Now, luckily for us, we don't really work with any of the military stuff, so we can probably ignore some of the parts. But this is brand new with this version of the game, so I guess we'll have to see how it will work out and how it will go. I think we have to get started on a farm because we really are not bringing in the food. Oh, it is much smaller. Yeah, I think there's it's more. I think it will be bigger later on in Manor Lords, but yeah. Well, as long. Basically, we don't have to do a lot here for knowledge. We are already generating knowledge, so that's something that I like. Your villagers will just over time get smarter, and then you can unlock something new. That's something that I really appreciate, and then we can probably speed that up in different ways, but that's something that I like. Don't forget, folks, Sunday the clocks goes back in the Netherlands, so hit the notification bell. Yes! Very true. Isn't it this night that the clock goes back? It's now Friday. So I think in the night from Saturday to Sunday the clock will go back. So yes, the next stream will be on a different time. But I will put up the farming simulator stream well before it starts, so that you can all see it in the right time, in your own time zone. With all the noise and smells market creates, you would expect it to lower desirability, but it's the opposite. Game mechanics. Well, I think in a lot of towns where the markets are held in the city center, people actually appreciate the markets because, well, that's where they get their food and stuff. So, yes, it has a smell, but it's like this is a permanent market. Maybe that's the thing. In a lot of places, of course, you have like week markets and stuff, so I don't know. There's a thing to say for both, I guess. I think they made some good upgrades on the user interface and the game mechanics. So far, yeah, it's nice. So far, it's good. Announce a stream in UTC so it is clear and nobody understands it. Yeah, well, I have this tool now thanks to Midnight, and I've been using it for a bit. I just put in the time that I'm actually going to do the stream, and then it will convert it for you all. So I see it at my time, and you will see it at your time, and everybody will see it at their own time. So that really works in the Discord, at least in the Discord. And of course, YouTube does it itself. So if I put the stream up, you will see it in your own time. So that should be okay and no problems. All right, we have another knowledge point. So this one is now researched. Reads this technology requires a tier 2 town center or 9 knowledge invested. Ah, okay. Reduced chance of the spread of cholera, dysentery and typhoid outbreaks. Okay, I want that. I want less sickness. That's good. That's always good. So it is mid-autumn. We still only have food for 4 months. All right. Oh, we have some very fertile land right here. Ouch. Now, I haven't done any checking up on the farms, so I don't know what the best farm layout is at the moment. It used to be 5 by 12. That was the ideal. 5 or 6 by 12, I don't really remember. But you get the most out of the amount of workers. So with this 1124 workers... that means a little less than 300 per worker. So 280 probably. And with this, we get over 300 per worker, but a little over 300. And with this, 300 is 12. So yeah, this should probably be more optimal than this. 5 workers, 1300. That's way less than 300 per worker. So this is not optimal. So this is probably one of the more optimal ways to get a lot of food. So yes, let's start building a farm here. Now I'm leaving this space open here because we also need to build a fence around it at some point, or the deer will eat everything. That's why I'm doing that. So we'll fence it off at some point. But now it's working out though, so we'll see. That's why I like what I like with Manor Lords. It gives you very few knowledge points, so it's an uncommon concept, I guess. Yeah! Well, that's what I love about Ostriv. It just doesn't do anything with knowledge. You just have to make sure you get the right resources and you can build anything. That's what I like it about Ostriv. There's no knowledge tree. I mean, some things just don't really make sense all of a sudden with knowledge trees. I of course get the idea for game mechanics. It slows you down a bit and you have to change some stuff up a bit, but if I just can get the resources, why wouldn't they be able to build a certain thing? Why do I have to invest a knowledge point? Sometimes those things just don't make sense, but you know, it's all good. 27 people out of the 32 we can have. Happiness is pretty good. Although I think we have to start investing in some clothing and shoes soon. Manor Lords takes place in medieval Europe, so if you can read, you're either clergy, noble, or witch. Well, you know, we can tie you to a rock and put you in the lake, and then we can decide whether you're a witch or not. Oh, this is also a nice area. Lots of berries and stuff. Also, medicinal roots and willow bushes. Yes. I want that. And we can also put a hunter down. And then get some hunting going for these and these. That should generate some extra food, I think. Let's try. Knowledge generated! Woohoo! My people are getting smart. What's this? Tax generated. Ooh, that's also good. 15% of farm field work. Yeah. Let's go with sustainable farming for now. In Manor Lords, it forces you to develop different regions in different directions. I quite like that concept. Yeah, that's interesting because you can actually make different towns and you can do it different ways. But, for instance, the trading system between towns absolutely makes no sense because you have to send one good to the other and the game decides how many and stuff, which absolutely makes no sense. I mean, if I build one big main town and I build some supply towns, that's impossible because I have to supply those with some good, decent stuff as well. And the whole military system is a bit wonko. And, well, they started to kind of fix the market system, but it's still not fixed properly. And there's a lot more issues I have with Manor Lords. So I think it's heading in a good direction, and there's a lot of potential, but they still have to do a lot of work on it to be actually properly good. 7 people have arrived at your village. They have plans to immigrate. Will you accept them into your village or turn them away? Well, accept them for now. We don't have a lot of food, but I can use the extra hands to generate that extra food. So let's build 3 extra houses. Give them a road. And then we'll start to see if we can really work with this. But I think we can. Because now we have 10 laborers again. We were already using more people to do other things. So having a few extra hands as laborers will be helpful. Also, one of the things I like, now all the trees have lost their wood, their leaves, which is very nice. I like that. Kind of feels like they changed the pace of the game a bit, and it's a bit harder now to get enough food and things like that. So I think they've emphasized a little bit more on the survival aspect, where you really have to try and get enough food and make sure that your people actually survive in these harsh environments. So it's interesting way to do it. I'm of course a little bit more of just the casual city builder, but this is fun too. We can work with this. Yeah, they're not really working on this right now because of the season. I can't really make the field right now, but I hope they will continue. But then we need 4 workers on this field as well, so that's going to take us down another 4, so then we'll be left off with 5. And the game says it's best to have at least 6 laborers with a town like this, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, we already have the 4 farmers. Oh, good. Okay, that's going to work out then. Oh, they already put up the forager. Nice. Can we actually tweak it a bit so that we get even more stuff in its range? Okay. Okay. Housing shortage. I know, we're fixing that. Should already be able to get some nuts here, but it says there's no nuts in range now, so I should probably move it slightly again. Yep, now the nuts are in range. Okay. You don't have any planks. I know, we're producing them. We just finished the market now, which is great. That's where the 50 planks were going to. We now make a bit of money actually each month. That's great. And now they're going to build this. As soon as we have the 9 planks, we should be okay. I probably should put 1 extra worker in here to help out with the planks. But plank production isn't that fast, so we'll see. 7 planks now, so yeah, we're getting there. Oh, it even says it still needs 7. It has 8, so we'll get there. But now we have the market, and that works for the houses here. So they're all having a little bit more desirability. They're all a little bit more happy. And we actually get some money in that we can now use, for instance, to man that compost yard and get it working. We do seem to have good amounts of firewood now, so that is no issue. Just have to wait until winter is over, but it's already late winter, so that's going well. How much clay is there? I believe, yeah, 2,200. Well, that should be okay for a bit. Oh, hunters haven't found any game. Well, there's game here and there's game here. Maybe look a little bit better. Come on, there's plenty of game here. Up your game. There's no option to tell them how many to keep alive. Some games have that, where you can just tell them to keep a certain amount of animals. Like Manlords has that, where you can tell them to leave a certain amount of animals alive so that they can keep breathing and multiply. Which I think is also... Those are little features that can really make a game better or sometimes break it. All in one big game. Alright, well, trees should be getting some leaves at some point. Now that we are at the start of spring, they should be working on the farm now. Yep, there come my farmers. It's going to take them a lot of man hours though, but they can do it. They can do it. Earn 5 knowledge points in a single settlement. We got a new achievement. Oh, wow. That's special. Getting so many knowledge points. What's this? Fish. Yeah, we can also get the fishing place going soon. Now, we don't need anything with stockyards. We don't need health for our buildings. We don't need damage for the villagers because we're not going to get attacked. Produce shoes. Look distance for lookout towers. 10% tree felling speed. Oh yes, we're gonna get that. Let's make sure that we can get those trees out faster. Now, we haven't really invested in a lot of industries yet, so we might start doing that for a little bit. The tanner can turn the hides into clothing, which is helpful, but it's also a very polluting build. There we go. Then the cobbler will turn it into shoes, which will also be helpful. So let's make some shoes. The Fletcher will make bows and arrows. I think our hunters are also in need of those. And then we also have the basket shop to make some baskets. Now, I don't think this one is very hard on people not liking to live close to it, so we can build that one there. And I think the same goes for the Fletcher. Yeah, we can build that out here without harming people with it. We just need planks for it, but that's okay. We now have our compost yard. We can see it's already starting to collect the compost, but this also costs 4 a month. So that's why we needed the market first to actually pay for this. But now we're getting compost. And once it's composted, we can put that on the farm. So that'll be helpful. We can see that all these buildings are done with their compost. It's all picked up so that one person is doing a very good job with all the composting. Oh, they're building the tanner already. Nice. Oops, villager stricken with dysentery. Uh-oh, uh-oh. What was this one? Produce firewood, pottery, linen, clothes, and soap. Yes, please. Minus 10% to produce firewood and stuff, so we're gonna get even more. How are we people-wise? We have only 5 laborers right now. We have a forager that's sick. We have 2 working the tanner now. Yep. All these industries will also require people, so that's gonna be an issue. I'm not going to build extra housing though, because we already have room for housing and we already have 6 infants and 12 adolescents, which means that more than half of our village is not working. We have 17 people doing work and we have 18 not working. So the more housing space we create, the more kids they'll make and the less productive we will be in the end. So I'm not going to do that. We're going to hold off on that till maybe we get some immigrants, which will be nice. Wow, that's a lot of lightning. How many hunters and gatherers do you have? Well, I have 5 people working foraging, which are the gatherers. So I have 5 gathering huts because there's also always only 1 working in it. And we have 2 hunters, which means 2 hunter buildings as well. Your labor count is critically low. It is at 7. Don't worry about it. So we have 7 people doing foraging and hunting in total, which I think is pretty good. I mean, we have our hunter here. It's hunting this, doing a good job with it. And we now have this one 2. And if we take a look at our stockpiles, we can see we have 4 pelts now. Not too many, but I think they spoil at some point. Or the tanner already picked quite a bit up, because I think we should have a few more. And then we get cobbles soon. We now have smoked meat, which is handy, because it stays good for a lot longer than regular meat. So, monthly gain. Spoilage 3 months, and this spoils in 30 months. So as soon as we get smoked meat, that's way better. Our greens spoil in 7 months already, so that's fast. If we can get vegetables, that's 15 months. So if we could grow some root vegetables on the farm, that will be spoilage in 15 months. This is nice. We can now click on stuff and see when it spoils. So the berries spoil in 5 months. So that's nice food, but not that nice. These don't spoil at all, so that's good. Spoilage, 150 months. Well, that's nice. So it's good that we can now actually see spoilage on a lot of this. Now, one of the things we're gonna get the willow stuff, and then with this we can turn that into baskets. Then our villagers can carry baskets on their back, allowing them to carry more stuff around town. So it'll help us with our whole infrastructure, moving the goods around. So that'll be a helpful thing too. We now also have the cobbler going to make us some cobbles. So I think with these improvements, even though the laborer count will be a bit low, yes, we can also just make use of less builders for a while. But it will really help out get us all the stuff that we need to keep everybody happy. So still a hunter-gatherer civilization. Well, if just the fact that there are hunters makes a civilization a hunter-gatherer civilization, then I know a lot of civilized countries that think they're still hunter-gatherers. But yeah, this is mainly hunting-gathering. This is our first farm, so as soon as this one is done, we're starting to switch to sedentary life. But until then, yes, we are just hunter-gatherers, but we have already settled in one place, which is usually not the way it goes. Do you have some herbalist hut to provide medical care to the citizens? Not yet, not yet. One thing that I do like about this game is that you really have to pace yourself and do it one step at a time. So yes, there is a kind of herb here. There we have the healer's house. But yeah, we have to get the technology of nursing, apparently, which is new. Normally you would just upgrade the town hall and we would get to that. Now we have to get to nursing. But yeah, you can't just quickly get certain buildings. So we really have to work our way up to it. Academy conducts a settlement's development of new technologies aimed at improving the lives and security. Okay, so we can get an academy for extra points. Construct this building to earn knowledge. Yep. Okay. So that'll be interesting. We have built all of these now, I think. The fences. Well, we don't need the fences at the moment. Roads and fences. We might need some fences for the farm soon, but we'll get to that. But yeah, no herbalist yet, though. So we'll get to that. It said we needed nursing. Here's the tech tree. This is probably nursing. Yeah, unlock the healer's house. Birth rate going up, research speed at the academy, paper press, market forces. Market can upgrade to a market square, so there's a lot of stuff to come. Speed for foragers while off-road plus 10% feed for hunters while off-road and 20% forager work radius. So I think this is nice. I think there's some good stuff in the tech tree. Yeah, probably. Build a school. Yes, but we also have to get our town hall upgraded for that. So, really the thing with this game is take your time. Don't go too fast. We are still struggling with the food. I mean, we managed to keep everybody alive during the winter. But that's it. So, don't try to go too fast. We don't have the people for it. You really have to take your time. I mean, we're still building 2 structures. And we're not getting the planks in quick enough. I mean, we produce 110 a year, which is a good amount. But we just have to take our time. And then step by step, we will get there. But don't rush things. That's the best thing in this game. Don't rush it. If you rush it, you will regret it at some point. We have the well in case of a fire. We have the market now. And then at some point will come the healer and stuff. I think we also need to get a graveyard to make sure that people will stay happy after they died. So might as well just build a little graveyard here. Have to get some stones for that though. So have to connect this. I keep forgetting about that. I really have to connect it. Tries to take it slow in the game, boss. Well, I don't think I'm trying. I think it's working out. It's but I get all your tips like build a healer, go build this, go build. I know that. I just can't do it yet, so we have to take the time for it. But I like it. I like it. It's nice, and I mean we're already running the game at speed 2 all the time. Imagine going at speed 1. Is it possible to do a Wi-Fi and starve everyone? That's very well possible. I mean, if we make no food anymore, then everybody will starve. And yes, then we have done a Wi-Fi. But that's not what we're going to do. And I'll relate to her that Kevin is the one that said that because she can hear me. So now she knows who to blame. I didn't make it up. I was just answering a question. If you rush it, you'll regret it. That's what she said. And did you regret it, Rodor? Alright, crop rotation. Fertility's okay. Wheat levels are way too high. So we should probably do some maintenance so we can get rid of the weeds. We have to move this over though so that they can do that. This will get rid of a lot of the weeds, so that's nice. And then we have to soon decide what to grow on this. Now, fertility is pretty good. Let's check. Beans. Heat tolerance, drought tolerance, rockiness, resistant weed suppression, growth time. I think some root crops like carrots and stuff. They don't have a lot of heat tolerance, so that's not too handy. Should get some stuff that is pretty heat tolerant since it's going to be hot at some point. This is really frost and heat tolerant. Weed suppression, growth time, fertility. Oh, but it has a big impact on fertility. Oh, and we have to unlock some of these crops now through the research tree. That's new. Oh, and here we have hay. We can now grow hay. Nice. Okay. You know what? This doesn't have a lot of heat tolerance, so we should do... Let's go to this month. We'll do that and that. So we get 2 types of food in a month, which is good. This is not so heat tolerant, but this is just not frost tolerant, but it should be okay. Then in this month, we should probably do something like flax for clothing. That's perfectly heat tolerant and stuff, but we also need to get a crop going to restore the fertility. And then in this month, we need to do a lot of maintenance. So let's click this month and let's go along with this. And now we have a crop rotation system. And if we do that with 3 fields, we should be pretty okay. Estimated yield. See, it's not perfect, but as soon as we get the weeds down, it should be better. So, okay, let's go with this. This is a start. And then we'll start to expand and get more fields. We will start to do a rotation system. And I think we should be getting there at some point. A black eye. If that's all, then that wasn't too bad, I guess. Is the game paused? Ah, it was paused. Okay. I was already wondering, why is nothing happening? Okay, so we have a few planks to spare. Our basket shop is now ready, so they can now make baskets, which is nice. See the baskets, and they should... A workshop where baskets makers use willow gathered at foraging shacks to make a new basket for workers. Baskets increase the efficiency of your villagers by allowing them to carry more. Now, one of the things in this game is that I sometimes think it just doesn't give you enough information. So, right now I want to know what the increased carrying capacity is. But it doesn't say it. So, I mean, it says baskets, how many we are producing right now and all that kind of stuff. But it doesn't say... how much extra and stuff. So that's really some interesting stuff that we that I would like some information on. I'm wondering the whole time why the wagon isn't moving. Oh, this is our starter wagon. It's now completely empty. We can move it for you. There it goes. Oh, look at this. It's moving. While we wait for that, let's make sure that we also get some fish in. Fishing shack, yes. Let's go do some fishing. Fishing productivity 160%. Perfect. Let's wait until it's done. Let's make sure we get some fish and then tell our smoker to also smoke some fish. I guess smoked fish. Let me take a look at fresh fish first. Only 3 months. Smoked fish will last 30 months. So that can help with spoilage and stuff. Because it's not attached to the train. So build a museum to display the holy starting wagon. Maybe at some point. Maybe at some point. I would like to unhook it so that we can use these oxen for something useful on the farm. But apparently that's not possible. I can also not destroy it. So I guess we'll have to keep it. This can be nice though, because you can store stuff in it. So at some point, if we go all the way to a different side of the map and we start to build a little second town or something, you can use it to then store some goods in it that they need at that second town. Or when they are busy in that second town getting some stuff, you can then use it to make sure that all those goods can be stored in there until you have a storage there. So it can be of use later on, but you don't really need it right now. Oh, this one needs more water. Ooh, drought. Uh-oh, we have a drought. Oh, no. Just get yourself an extra drink, people, then it should be okay. Nothing to worry about. Let's build it right there, so that if we build a second tanner at some point, it can also use that. Hey, Cirrus, my friend. Good to see you. How are you doing? I hope you're good. We can see something is growing on the farm. Don't know if it's... Oh, they're working on the weeds now, so this should be reduced at some point, which is good. Nice. We have a sick villager. Hopefully it doesn't spread too much. You're doing it wrong. Of course I am. Be right back. Wow, that was fast. Oh, no worries, Cirrus. No worries. Let me have a drink here. Okay, so we still have room for 8 people. We have 18 workers and 18 kids. Oh, that's not too bad. 50-50, so we're okay on that front. Although I would like a few extra hands, so... I think we're out of willow every now and then to make baskets. You should actually be able to see villagers with and without baskets. So... we take a look around. Oh, 2 villagers immigrated. Yay, that's 2 extra hands. So let's take a little look around. And then you should be able to... At least it was in the previous version of the game. You were able to actually see villagers wearing baskets. And not... I don't see them right now. Let's click one. Yeah, this one doesn't have a basket, so... I don't think a lot of villagers already have baskets. But it could well be at some point that we can actually see it. Hey! A deceased villager! A villager died! Ah, that's sad. Doesn't appear to be the sick guy. Did he get attacked? No, we didn't get a message that he got attacked by something. I mean, there could be wolves and stuff, but... Typical, the government is drinking while the population is suffering a drought. Hey man, it has to be like real life stuff, so that's why we're doing it. Oh, here we can see a basket. Well, he's in the bushes now, but as soon as he starts to walk back, we should be able to see a basket. See, there he is. He has a basket on his back. A nice basket with fruit, so... Oh, come on, get out of the tree so we can see you, dude. This one doesn't have a basket. Okay, well, you know, I spotted one. We'll see it when others have it too. Oh, here's another one. Yep, here's another one. Has a basket too. See, they can carry more goods.
Need something?
You can actually see it here. Baskets. Nice.
Need something?
He's carrying quite some stuff, so that's good. Welcome to the feudalism. Yeah. I'm not going to build schools anytime soon because they might tell these people about democracy and stuff. I'm going to hold off on that. Alright, I want to prioritize this because I want to get the place up because sickness can spread from dead people. And that's not really what I want at the moment. Alright. Fishing area is 12, so it's plus 40%. So if we do this right, we can get it up to 12. Fish count 350. Fishing productivity 190%. Well, that sounds good. Okay, so the wheat level kind of dropped. Which is okay. See, they did this, so that's good. So next month we're going to grow some food. And this will actually raise fertility by 1%. This will raise fertility by 1%. This will lower it then by 5%. And then this will raise it again by 3%. So that will square things out. That's good. I like that actually. And this should get us some more stuff for clothing. We have the tanner already, but that can't make any of those clothing pieces. But I think if we can already start to stock up. Yeah, as soon as we get a weaver, we can start to get some decent clothing. So that's nice. Alright, all we need is planks and stone, and we can get Lady Louisville a level up. Another villager died. No. Don't want to move the town center. To illness. Ah, he was ill. Poor villager. Why did you come to my village if you were weak? Go away. Alright, we have another knowledge point. I think they start to come in slower and slower now, but it's okay. Something else that we really need. 20%, oh, to the firewood and stuff. That's all nice. But I want to go with the fishing now. Since we have the fishing guy. Let's work on that. So that should work now. We've already spent quite a few... Oh, we have another point. Oh, we have another point. No, knowledge available. Oh, it just took a bit. Okay, okay. Bushes. Well, I just have to say thank you all so much for being here. It is very much appreciated. I mean, I can see 23 people watching. That is great. If you're just lurking around, have a great time. If you want to mingle in chat, feel free to do so. Nobody will bite. If you have questions, feel free to ask. I'll try to answer them. Smoker's doing okay, but he still needs to get his fish in. We are now making bows and arrows, which is good. Baskets are a little slow, but I don't think we have that much willow around. I mean, we have a few here. Well, there's one. Looks like so far... Oh, there's two here, so we have 3. We need 5 to make one basket, and I think you get like 10 or 12 out of one willow bush, so probably can do like 2 baskets. They will also wear and tear, so at some point they will run out of baskets again, so that's also a thing. And now we're out of wood. So we have to harvest some more trees soon. So plenty of stuff to do. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. It's very nice. Hope you all really enjoy. Oh, the sound stops when I take the screen off focus. That's weird. That should just keep working. There we go. Alright, 4 months of food left. 1 about to spoil. And we are in the winter, so that should be okay. I think it's now very cold. This guy's not really doing anything, so you know what?
Will do.
Wow, that was loud. But yeah, you walk over here a bit. Let's do a little bit more recon. Oh, we can salvage remains and see what there is. We should probably do that soon. Let's see what that brings. Democracy of who? Everyone praised the ancient Greeks for being birthplace of democracy, but tend to forget there was a bunch of misogynic slave-owning city-states. Well, you know, can't found the perfect system straight away, I guess, but it started out somewhere, some way, so, you know. Alright, we should probably get this villager back now before it gets too cold. But we could probably do a little salvaging mission on some of the places here. Alright, let's salvage. 2 workers. Oh, that's okay. We'll see. I would like to see what comes out of it. Do we like get a bit of gold? Do we get some nice prizes? Get we maybe a relic? We'll see. It's not in this game you can collect and move blueberry plants. Yes, that's very true. No, at least it was the case. I'll check because I think this is one. So you can move the blueberry plants and put them next to your gatherer hut so that they can keep gathering all the time and gather a lot. It is very labor intensive though, so I haven't really done it much so far, but it could actually be a good idea. I was not doing it right now because this one is very close to town, so at some point we're going to move this one and then I have to move all the berry bushes again. Same for this one. That will also be moved later on. But now that I think of it, thanks for reminding me, Cooper, this one is going to stay for a while, this one. I'm not going to move this anytime soon. So if we find some nice blueberry bushes, we might actually move them to this one, because that one can stay there for a very long time. So we did find already 1 blueberry bush out here. So yeah, we can remove this one, put it right on the back of this one, so that it can quickly start to harvest them as soon as it is harvesting time. So yeah, that's a very good tip, and that's very well remembered, Cooper. Thank you very much. Alright, this is all thorn. Not a lot of blueberries around at the moment, but that's also fine. I mean, we'll deal with it. But yeah, that's a way to really get a little bit of extra food. Now we can see it's mid of winter, so a lot of people are in their houses. See, now some are going here and there to bring some stuff. But sometimes you'll all of a sudden see a lot of people going to their job again as soon as the bitter cold is over. Might have already missed that moment for now, but what's happening? No logs. Yeah, see, we need more logs. No willow, no logs. But they should all be gathering wood here soon now. At least that's what I told them to do, but we have only 3 laborers. Yeah. That's not really helping out with only 3 laborers, so we need some extra labor hands. We'll get there though. It's not a big issue. We'll get to the laborers. It's kind of interesting to not have the village develop so quickly and just take your time with it. It really gives you some time to think about what's next, what to do now, and I kind of like the slow pace, actually. Some games, I'm just want to go fast and do as much as you can, but it helps to stay a bit relaxed in a game like this. I mean, especially like when you're running out of food and stuff, things can get a little bit tense. But now I'm just playing relaxed and having fun, and I like it. Plus 4 more resources gathered for a resource stack. I think we should do the farm now. Let's do the farm work, since we have the farm. I think the faster they can work on the farm, the better it'll be. Because the more crops they can actually get. We can also see that the estimated amount of crop went up because the weed level went down. And the more we will work on the farm maintaining it, the less weeds we'll get. So that'll be helpful. And I guess secretly I'm really hoping that we get some more immigrants, because that'll speed things up. We get more laborers. But yeah, we just have time to plan now and slowly grow our town until the infants start to grow up. Which could also be fun. Alright, are they now actually salvaging? Are there people in here now? I don't see anybody. Yearly taxes collected. Yeah, that's still 3. We're slowly accumulating some money. And of course, one of the best things in a game like this is the actual option to turn off raids and raiders and stuff. Because there's no raiders, there's no bandit camps as far as I know. They're completely gone, so we still get the experience of having to survive the harsh weather, the climates, and all that kind of stuff, and going through the development tree. But it's fully peaceful now, and I love that. I think a lot more games need that option to just remove all the violence and have fun with the game instead of just having to deal with all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. I do think we have a ton of firewood, so I'm going to get one firewood person out of here. We have a few logs again, so that's also very good. That we can make some stuff. This is now in here. Nuts spoil in 22 months. This will just spoil quickly, the berries, in 5 months. So, okay, new villager born. I agree with you. Thanks, Roadhog. Yeah, I like it. This game, for me, is a lot more fun in peaceful mode. And, of course, if you like to play this with as much violence as you can and have a good fight and stuff, that's totally fine. I mean, everybody should play games the way that they want and enjoy them in their own way. And there's no good or bad. Just have a lot of fun with it. That's the best part, I think. In the way that you enjoy it. So if you want to have the raiders on, please go ahead. But I like it this way. And I like my hot cocoa. Thanks, wifey. Violence level, slider many games would make them much better. Yeah, I think so. I really think so. Welcome back, Cirrus. Spike's good. Oh, that's very good. How are you, Cirrus? Hope you're okay. Looking forward to the weekend. Hey, Fire Lion. Welcome in. How are you doing? Good to see you. 33 fishies. Produced 72 fishies last year. And we have no smoked fish, though. I wonder if they get there in time, because in 3 months they spoil. So I kind of hope this one can get the... Oh, he has 16 fish in now. Oh, that's good. But it needs 20 to actually smoke them, so that might be something. The villager has been cured. Yay! That's what we want to hear and see. I like that. Recovering from the allergy. Have you fully recovered yet? Not fully, but mostly, yes. It's I just need some time to adjust to the autumn weather now, and then new moist levels and the colder temperatures. That's usually at the colder temperatures. I always love winter, and I like low temperatures, like when it's like 2, 3, 4, 5 degrees outside, nice sunny. I love that. But since my lungs got damaged, it's really painful. And of course now with a pretty sudden temperature drop from like usually 18, the lowest was like 15 to like 8 to 12 now. And then people starting their fireplaces and not really burning the best fire and not having filters on their chimneys and stuff. That just is a pain, but it's getting better and better. Wednesday next week I will be in Vienna and back home on November 2nd. Nice, Cooper. Nice, Cooper. Who are you going with, Cooper? But that's nice. I'll be away from November 3rd till November 7th, so I'll be having some days off. So that Wednesday and that Friday I'm on stream. I'll be back on Sunday, though. Still kind of work in UK. Bonfire night is always cold without fail. Ah, okay. We have room for 4 more people. Should we build a few more houses? We have 19 people working and we have 21 kids. Not so sure what's the smart move now. We do have a graveyard up and 2 people are apparently in. One on this corner and one on that corner by the looks of it. So they really did not want to lay close to each other. I don't know if they hated each other, but it kind of looks like it. We have our graveyard up, which I think is good. That should be nice for the people. We have all of this. We don't have the storehouse or the storage depot yet, but I don't know. Don't know if we really need it. The shrine cost me 100 gold at one go, so yeah, that's not happening. could go with some fencing, but it will cost me a lot of wood, and we just barely have any, so that doesn't really make sense right now. We still have a lot of wood set to be chopped, so what we can do is probably deselect a few there and just select them around our village first, so that those will all be chopped, so that we can keep the village area clear. Or almost looked like a tip with something else. I got a keyboard now, it's charging right now. Ah, okay, you have a new keyboard. Nice, nice. Hope it works out well. Let me check how many. We have 4 bows and 34 arrows. So yeah, we need to keep producing a bit to keep our hunters stocked, because I believe they really need a bow and arrow, but it doesn't say. And see, he has a bow, so I think he does. This one is now fully stocked, so this one needs to be transported. But yeah, we're a bit low on laborers. That's the problem at the moment. Now, we have 90 planks. I'm going to take 1 person out of the plank unit. I think we also have quite a bit of clothing now. 15, yeah. I think I'm going to take out 1 tanner as well. We need more transportation around town. That's basically the thing right now. And by getting some people out of some buildings, we're now up to 5 laborers, which can really help. I think, yeah, they want us to have 6. With the 5, it should be better. Also, can't believe you turned down my request of you and me joining Jess in Phasmophobia. You can't believe I turned down your offer to play a horror game. Well, you know, I can't help you. It's, everybody knows that I hate scary games, horror games and stuff like that, and that I'm not going to play anything like that, so... Yeah, I guess it was asking while you already knew the answer. But it's okay, I mean, you can always ask. I'm just not going to play it. What's your old name? Cooper! His old name was Cooper, Cirrus. I helped my neighbor with horses. Oh dear, I should probably not read that. I helped my neighbor with her horses and drive her 7-year-old daughter to school every day and pick her up. So she invited me and her 3 children as a thank you for the help. Oh, nice, nice. That's nice, Cooper. Very good. So you have a lot of fun then. 15 people have arrived in your village. Wow, they have plans to immigrate. Okay. Yes, please. That's a lot of extra hands that we can use. They just have to make sure they start building their own houses first. That's enough room for 12. So we'll do 1 more already. That should be good. Okay. Well, you know, that's nice. Wow. Little shortage, but we'll fix that. Hey, Body Shot! Good to see you. How are you doing? Our GM was rewatching Legend of Avantis stream, so I suspect game night this Saturday will be hilarious. Nice. Cooper the Viking. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I saw you streamed earlier, Body Shot, but I wasn't there to watch it, unfortunately. But I hope it was nice. It's nice that you and Trouble are really back into the streams and stuff. Always good to see that. And of course, people, thank you all so much for being here. It's really appreciated. If you want to help the channel out, please don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps out. Oh, and I have a question for you, chat. I got an email from YouTube, and it stated that from now on you should be able to hype videos from creators, and you can do that in the first 7 days after a video is released or after a stream is done, I believe. So apparently whenever I upload a video and you watch it, like yesterday's Ostrich stream, there should be a button or something to hype that video, and the more people do it, the more it will be pushed by YouTube, apparently. At least that's what the email stated. to give smaller YouTubers a chance of getting picked up by the algorithm. Now, I logged in myself and just watched one of my own videos for a little bit to find that button, but I couldn't find something. So I could not test out or see what it was or however. Does anybody of you have seen that, or can you check if there's something like that and how does it work? Because I couldn't find it myself and I was like, okay, well, sounds interesting. I don't know. I don't know what it would do or stuff like that. So maybe you have seen it or used it already. I don't know. Please help me out. So you can expect some Vienna photos in next week's Discord. Nice, Cooper. Nice. Looking forward to it. But most of all, we hope you have a great time there. That's so nice. Just realized my stream was muted. What did I miss that Pat said? I told you that if you know me and the channel, that I don't do horror games and scary games and that kind of stuff because I hate it. So asking me was asking for the road that you already know, because you knew I was going to say no, but it's all fine. You can always ask, and I'd have no hard feelings or anything. It's just that I'm not playing scary games. So, yeah, you could have already known. But it's okay. I hope you two enjoy your phasmophobia, or whatever it's called, precisely. It's just not for me. I think Spike's birthday has go now. Spike's birthday gone? Why is that? Is it not in the Discord? Oh yeah, you're always open to try, Firelion, but I'm not playing any scary games, so. And I really don't like scary months, so yeah, that's not happening. By the way, there's a new little update for Ostriv and some news. I'm reading it at the moment, so I'll just read it out to all of you because Ostriv is very nice. So let's see. The developer for Ostriv writes, how does the new alpha going, you might ask? It's going great, but also with the most great things, it's going slow and steady. As of the current state of development, Alpha 6 has 37 confirmed new resources and 21 new buildings, from which only 12 are production category. I offer you a short glimpse into some of the planned new features. We will be introducing a new concept of maintenance resources. Take baskets, you see them throughout the game, but as of Alpha 5 they just magically appear. In Alpha 6 you will need to have them in every building which uses them. Same goes for multiple other maintenance resources. Every relevant building will need to have a small stock of these resources and replace them as they wear out. There will be a new building called Supply Shed, which supplies all maintenance resources to where they are needed. And there's a picture of the supply shed. Baskets are produced in the basketry from dried willow rods called withies, which basketry workers will harvest from nearby willow trees. So we will also get willow trees, and they can do it in the winter. Willows will grow naturally near water. You can also plant some if you need more. Nice. As the game is getting more complex with all the new additions, it becomes easier to get lost, especially for new players, which I expect quite a lot after Alpha 6 comes out. There are two solutions to the problem which are being worked on. Have an exhausting in-game reference is becoming increasingly important, so more topics are getting their own pages. Nice. And there will be more options in the game, so you can take all food spoilage and those kind of things to make the game a little bit more easier. But there is a lot to come in Alpha 6. Alpha 6 is probably the biggest milestone in Ostriv early access development. I know many of you are eager to get your hands on the new content, but Alpha 6 is simply too important to be rushed. It is a great chance to get the game on a higher quality level. Wasting such an opportunity by releasing a half-baked update would not be wise. And he's now going back to work. This is cool. We get 37 new resources and 21 new buildings, including a lot more in-depth stuff like maintenance resources and all that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to give you that because I just read that. That is so cool. I'm really looking forward to it, but it's going to take a bit of time. But at least we get some updates now, and we know what's coming, so that's nice. Oh, you're still figuring out the date, Fireline. Well, I hope you can find a nice date to do that. I have a nice Mac keyboard, brown cherries, the really noisy ones, but all the back LED are worn out, so can't see half the letters. I gotta replace the LED, so got a BT wireless keyboard and mouse. It can key M2-3 computers, which is handy for server and gaming on TV. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the new Ostriv update. I want to play it. But yeah, it's probably going to take a bit of time. But hey, who cares? As long as it's coming and it's really, really worked on properly, that's great. A lot of big studios can take from that. I still haven't played it proper. Got it last month. You got Ostriv. Nice, nice. We've got 2 other people to join us, Granny Gamer and Fast. Well, that's great, Fireline. And I mean, you two enjoy those kind of games, so you should have a heap of fun with those. I just won't enjoy such a game like that, so I'm not going to play it. But hey, we're all different. That's fine. And I bet there will be plenty of people watching you and having fun with it. Alright, people, we can upgrade our town hall, get it to the next level. We have to get some spirituality needs and clothing needs, but I'm good with that, so let's start upgrading. Hey, Doug! Good to see you. How are you doing today? Be well worth the wait. I think it will be well worth the wait, Body Shot. It will be. It's great. So, yeah. I mean, I'm hoping for it to be somewhere in the new year, early new year. Which will be a year later than expected, but still, I mean, if you hear what's all coming, that's so good. I like it. And it's a very big update, and considering that it's only called Alpha 6, if we would go up all the way to Alpha 10 before we get to full release, then wow, there's still a lot to come. So I'm very stoked and excited for the game. Alright, this one is... Well, we are doing better on the food. I think more and more gets transported now that we have 18 laborers. So let's get a few extra builders so that all the buildings can be constructed. Our root cellar is full now. Wow. I should have started reading the Ostriv update earlier, because all of a sudden our town has plenty of food and our root cellar is filled up. I'm good, thanks. Had some wine and snacks. Nice, dog. Nice, and welcome in. Hope all is well at home with the wife too. Ooh, knowledge generated and tier 2 achieved. We now have our tier 2 town hall. We generated some knowledge. And yep, some new stuff unlocked. Animal husbandry, silviculture. Increased disease resistance to all crops. Honey and wax production. Carry capacity for wagons. Well, we don't have wagons yet, but... Unlock the paper mill. Oh, we can now start to unlock some stuff. The healer's house. Oh, that's one that we want. And we have another knowledge point. Research speed at the academy. Plus 20% work area and effectiveness of rat catchers. Oh, that's an important one. Deep wells. I'm not going to need any of this. Blacksmith. Candle production. Mines. That can be helpful too. Minus 20% work to produce planks. Oh, we're going to need a whole lot of planks. So yeah, let's get this. Okay, that's it. That's it. This is good. We're getting somewhere. Let's check what we have now. We can now get the healer. It will cost us 25 a month. How am I going to afford that? I think we just need to grow the town now, because we need a lot more people paying taxes and buying stuff so that we get... a lot more money out of the town. So you know what? Let's build a few extra houses first so that we get going with that. I think this part of town also needs a well. So let's build them a well. Probably also get a few stones. Are there more stones out here? Oh, here's more stones. Okay, there we go. There we go. Silviculture, nice. I studied that at forestry college. Yeah, it has to do with that trees grow faster, I believe. Can you explain what it is? Tree regrow rate is plus 20%, so I guess that will work well on any orchards. The arborist. Yeah, that's it. We're going to need an arborist soon. But we also need clay for that. So we can get a bakery already. So we just have the normal houses. We now also can make the wagon shop. Have a wagon that transports goods around. And we can have a vault to store our gold. Now, luckily we don't have raiders. So that's not going to be a problem. Resources. The apiary. I think we need to unlock mines for this. But town center tier 2. And we need to get the wagon shop to get these up. Okay, well, we'll do that. The potter. We can also get the weaver soon. Build a new school to set this town apart from other small villages. A school will help train a more efficient workforce. Okay. Okay. Oh, we have a disease in the crop field. But that should be okay at some point, because next year we'll get different crops in. Because it only affects the beans, so that it will go away. So that's good. It's actually not bad. Welcome back, Fire Lion. I got to figure out how to skin a Fiat 500's back seat. Oh, wow. Basically covers subjects relevant to forestry that covers everything from geology to biology. Ah, okay. So you get a lot of knowledge about trees and how they grow and what the soil should do and what the different geographies have to do with tree growth and stuff, and I guess they can then use that knowledge to build or to grow better trees or something like that. Cool. So we have to get a school. We don't have the gold yet though, so let's hold off on it. We are slowly increasing the taxes, and I think when we start to get higher tier buildings, it should be even better. So what we can do probably is yeah, build a road here. But also get some decorations. They will also cost me gold. Slightly too big. We do this one. But yeah, it will increase the desirability of the area surrounding it. So if we build one of these here, it will increase the desirability. +3 to up to above 20. And it needs to be above 25, I think, to get to a higher level. So we'll have to see. Lurking. Yeah, no worries, Fireline. Thanks for lurking. Have a good one. Yeah, soils and biomes and disease, etc. Nice, nice. And you studied all that. You smart man. Okay, well, we did get a pretty decent harvest out of this. We did get a pretty decent harvest out of that. But I think if we go into our cellars, see the beans and stuff, they still spoil in 15 months. So they stay good for more than a year. So that's pretty good. I like that. And I guess the beans and the peas go into the same category. Yeah, I don't see a separate one for the peas. So I think they go into the same category. So yeah, they should be good for quite a while. Nice. Oh, we have plenty of logs now. We have some nice amount of planks. And we have room to grow. Well, nothing too bad. Nothing too bad. Year 5. Probably have to build a big park or something. But I think at some point, when you like build a school, the desirability will also go up. So, for instance, if we build a school here, desirability will go up at 8% for the buildings that are close to it, 7% if it's further out. And then if we get a healer as well, that might get us to the point where we can upgrade houses and they will start to pay a lot more taxes. Now, I thought these were salvaging here. But they're not really doing anything. What if we do 10 people and they quickly start to salvage this? Can we do that, actually? Will that work out? 8 laborers is recommended, so we can send a few over here. It just doesn't really seem like we're doing anything. Do we have the right people? Is it just workers that do that? Or do we need a specific type of people. I'm already checking out to see if I can see that icon here. So that we can see a specified certain people. But I don't see them, so... Would suggest anybody could do it. See, these are now going that way. So I think these will now go in here and start to salvage some stuff. And maybe we can get some good gold out of there. That would be helpful. Sorry I'm late, but good to be here. Don't ever be sorry, Doug. You don't have to be sorry. We're just happy to have you when you are here. That's it. And if you can't be there or something else is up or whatever, that's always good. Don't worry about it. Alright, salvaging now. Oh, that's actually going pretty fast. Oh, I like it. I wonder if it's just one big salvage and then it's gone, or that we can have like different stages. Oh, some of them are returning now. That's weird. They were coming in and now they are gone. Okay. I think we had another one down here. Yep. So let's salvage that one too. Let's put 5 workers onto it. 5 might be enough, I think. Especially if we see how quickly it goes. So let's see. 99. Ooh! Your people have explored a salvage site and managed to procure some valuable goods. Tome of Knowledge, which immediately triggers a new discovery when acquired. 40 bricks, 28 hide coats, a hauberk, crude weapons. Ooh, a lot of gold. Some wood, some iron and shields. Nice. So I guess we now have to pick up all this stuff. This is good. I like it. Yield from compost production. Nice. Let's generate some extra taxes. I think that will be helpful as well. But this is a lot of gold, and that should enable us to build the school, since the school doesn't cost us a monthly cost. The healer does, 25, and we don't have that yet. But if we get the school now, we get the higher desirability without the extra cost at some point. They just have to pick this all up. Ah, they're moving in. And they should now be emptying this one out too at some point. Ooh, nice. See? Crops get eaten by the animals. That's why at some point we're going to need to fence this area off. We do have some logs for that now. So I'm going to pause for a second. Now I'm going to keep this area free. But let me just go on like this for now. And then we'll put in 2 fences. One there. And one there. Now it won't be fully fenced off yet. That will happen later. But as soon as we start to increase the size of the farms, we can use this hole as a farm area and then completely fence it off. But it should already keep the animals out a little bit. That's our forager. This is our hunter. But the animals are already moving out of its range. Looks like the animals are slowly moving. So let's get the hunter's range moved a bit. Might even just move the hunter here. So that it's closer. I'm actually going to do that. Let's just move the hunter right there. And then it's way closer to the animals. Let's hunt them. Okay. I like it that it actually takes a bit of effort. So they have to tear this building down and then replace it on the other side. But it doesn't need a lot of new resources. So, or none at all. So that's the good news. So I like that. I like that concept. Yes, they tear it down slowly and then go on. But nothing too bad. These are probably bringing in some wood for the fences. See, they already put up a few pieces of fencing here. Which is nice. They're doing that quickly, actually. As my workers are working the field. We're now growing the flax already that we need for our clothing later. They already brought in quite a bit of gold. Oh, we still need clay for it. Ah, shoot, we can't build the school yet. We need clay. For the clay, we need the wagoner. So we might as well just build a wagon shop so that we can have the wagon guy roaming around. And then I think once we have the wagon shop, we have everything because we need a tier 2 town center. We have that and a wagon shop. Yeah, that's good. The return of the Roadhog. True, true. I mean, he was there in the chat, but having him in the actual game is way better. So, really happy that Sunday we'll be doing Farming Simulator with Roadhog. Even though he will stop at 9, but that's okay. He wants to watch Formula 1, and we wish him to have a lot of fun with that, so no problems. We'll be here from 7 to 10 with some farming simulator, so we'll just miss the last hour, so he can earn us a lot of money, and then we'll spend it while he's watching the Formula 1, I guess. So, yeah, I'm all for that. This should work. Come on, why can't I click the building? Yes, prioritize. I want it done. Are they now? No, they're not doing that one already. Okay. And this one. Oh, we can upgrade the well to a better well. Okay. And it will house extra water. It accumulates quicker. It increases desirability and the durability. But what do we need for the upgrade? It doesn't say what we need for the upgrade in terms of material. Oh, here. Iron, stone. Oh, we're not going to spend the iron or the gold. So that's not happening. Spend all Rodok's money. We'll have him drive around and then we'll sell off his tractor as soon as he's done. No, we're not going to do that. Still 16 people, so... We'll do the money search so we can get the goat with the glowing eyes. Oh, wow. That already sounds scary. I don't know if I want that, but yeah, we can do that. The goat with the glowing eyes. Wow. Okay. Whatever you say, sir. Alright, rockiness is good. Wheat levels can be a little bit more down, but I think they'll be next month, so that should be good. And I think... Yeah, we have the clay pit now unlocked because we have the wagon shop. Oh, good. We had some clay down here. Yes. Okay. Well, let's build a clay pit. And there we get the clay for the church, for the school. And then we have a school up. We can get some smart kids. We're just not going to tell them anything about democracy and people's rights and that kind of stuff. But other than that, we'll just educate them on how to work better. And then I can be the ruler and they can do all the work. So yeah, that should be good. Goat is not Lady Louise. Don't say any bad words about Lady Louis Town. I mean, this is Lady Louisville, so... active diseases, dehydration. Built wells. Well, we have wells, so that's not a problem. 2 new villagers born, okay. Do we actually have villagers growing up already? I don't think there's a lot growing up already. Patmos, did you have a good week? Mostly, yeah. It was little one's holiday week. And wifey was also home a lot, so that was really nice. And we had some painting work to do around the house, and wifey has a great time doing that. She really enjoys that, so she's been doing most of the painting and stuff, and I'll be, or all of the painting actually. And I just took care of little one and had fun and things like that. And of course we have a dog this week from the neighbors who are abroad, so that's really nice as well. And yeah, apart from some issues with my lungs because of the weather and people burning their fire, all is good. So yeah, I had a good week. And now we went out to dinner this evening to celebrate the end of the holidays. And then next week, all will go back to normal. And then the week after, I'll be away for 5 days. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Come on. Go on with this building. Move it. I want it moved. Probably have to remove trees and stuff here, yeah. So yeah, I had a good week, and I actually made some recordings and stuff. I just need to... next week's recordings are all done, and the week after also almost done. So that's the week when I'm away. I don't know, I probably have some pretty bad internet when I'm away. So I can't do much uploading or whatever. So I'm trying to get everything sorted out for when I'm away. I'm bringing my computer when I'm away, so I can have a lot of fun. It just playing games for myself, but also do some channel work because I love to do that. I won't be streaming, but I'm away from Monday to Friday, so it will just be Wednesdays and Fridays stream that will be off for that week. But I hope to do some nice channel work and make some nice videos. I still have to make a very nice video, a special video that is related to Cooper. So I'm going to work on that and some other nice things. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, I had a good week and I'm looking forward to the coming weeks. Doing lots of thinking and work for the channel. Did I hear my name? I don't know if you heard your name. I know I said your name, but did you hear it? That's the big question. Architecture, 15% construction speed. Yeah, we're going to need a rat catcher soon to keep away of all the animals. All the rats. Unlock the barn, the chicken coop. That's new. Before we only had the barn. The goat barn and the hay crop. I think we should invest in some animals at some point. So yeah, let's get that unlocked. Should be nice. So now if we go to food. The barn. Goat barn, chicken coop. I thought I just unlocked them, but we also need a trading post for it because otherwise we can't get the animals. Okay, so we have the animal husbandry, we still just need the trading post. Now that's in here. And for the trading post we don't need any money and stuff, and we can actually make money using the trading post. So why not get the trading post up and running? I don't know. Alright, then we're getting it. Yeah, Cooper, I am going to go away from November 3rd to November 7th. And I'm going to use that week to record our little video for our special project. And then afterwards we can post it and have fun with it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's what you heard. Hey, Bluey, good to see you. How are you doing? I hope all is well. Really sorry I didn't have a lot of time last week and a half to watch any of your streams. Very sorry about that. Trying to be there, but busy. How are you doing? Hope all is well. Alright, we planted another one of the cover crops that should help raise the fertility again and get rid of some of the weed, because it does aid weed suppression, which is good. Yeah, me too, Cooper. I'm really looking forward to it, but I really needed some rest and peace to record it, and so far it hasn't been happening around the house, so I thought, why not do it when I'm away? Then I should really have some peace and quiet around me, because I'm all alone. So that's what we're gonna do. Alright, we have one wagon, but it's waiting for a task, so we don't need another wagon yet. Could probably put in another tanner again, but I don't know how many hides do we have. 4, so yeah, that's not a lot. We do have 214 gold now, so that's already better. What's this? The festival pole. The festival pole that provides entertainment that your people desire. How big is it? Oh, pretty big. Doesn't really generate that much effect. Oh, the rat catcher. Yeah, we need a rat catcher to keep all the houses and the food sellers safe. So I'm building the rat catcher here, and then we'll move the work area slightly so that it also does the root cellars, because otherwise the rats will eat your food. So that ain't gonna be good. That's not what we want. 2 new villagers born. Yay! But please stop making too many babies, because I want people to grow up first. Well, that's a compliment to wifey. No, that actually doesn't have a lot to do with Wi-Fi, more with little one running around all the time momentarily. Because of the week holiday and stuff, but well, you know, I've been doing some funeral work and other stuff, and then had to do some thinking about our future and things like that. So yeah, that just got in the way of really finding the piece to make the recording that I want to make regarding Cooper. So yeah, it's need to be in the right state of mind and stuff, but we'll get there. Traveling merchant has arrived. Well, we can. The merchant is buying, so we can sell some stuff here, but we don't have a lot. He's also selling some goods, but not really something that I want. Plus, very pricey. So yeah, this one isn't working out. There's also another trader that might want to buy some stuff and sell some stuff, but also not really what I want, so we're not going to trade. I would say that too. No, you wouldn't, hence your black eye, so don't tell me you would say those kind of things, Rodok. You wouldn't. You would say something that got you a black eye. Okay, let's already work on the road network. There we go. And then we can fill this in with houses too soon. We still have some wood. We have a few planks. We actually built a few structures already. Like, we got the trader up pretty quickly. Be careful, Kevin. Be careful. I mean, she's not reading the chat right now, but you know, you never know. Right, we just need the red catcher to be done so we can change its work area slightly, and then it should be okay. Now, they're not really interested in doing this building at the moment, so let's prioritize it. I want it done. They did move the hunter here, so that's good. I like that. Is our... Oh, yeah, this one is also really doing a lot of the... Are we now all of a sudden not transporting everything anymore? Nah, we are. We are. It's okay. Could use a few extra hands, but for now it's okay. There's just nobody at the salvage site. If we can get some more stuff, would be good. Kev has the hurry shoes on, so he feels safe. Yeah, that might be it, but you never know. He might catch you. Would be a good time for me to rat on you. You know, I could try to get wifey to watch a little bit of Sunday stream, Roadhog, and then maybe you can talk to her and tell her some stuff about Kevin. All right, we need 17 more clay for the school to be ready. We're slowly accumulating the clay, but I don't want to build too many of these structures too quickly and not having a lot of extra hands available at the moment. So, I mean, we had 18 at a time. We now have only 8, and they already suggest 9 workers. So, yeah, we do need to save some stuff there. But in the end, we make progress. We now have 66 people out of the 72 that we can house. We get 4 more from this house. We have... Oh, I thought we had a little bit more food than this, but apparently we don't. So the food is spreading around relatively fast, but we should be okay. We should be okay. I think. I hope. I don't know, maybe. Oh, winter's just starting and we have only 1 month of food. So is this going to mean that soon we run out? Should probably get the arborist for a bit. Ah, we now have the barn and the goat barn and the chicken coop. With a chicken coop, chickens can be raised for eggs and slaughtered for meat. Chickens must be purchased from a visiting trader. Goats can be raised for food, hides, and milk. Goats must be purchased from a visitor. And this is also food, hide, and milk. Yeah. This one. Oh, look at this. Oh, we got some nice meat. They salvaged the building site. Lots of gold, some stones, fish, bows, swords, arrows, clothing, shoes, and tools. Okay. That's nice. I think we're going to go with the arborist for now. And we have to place this one a little bit outside of town. And then they can just work on getting food from the trees. And that's going to be some slow food, but it will be fruits. And fruits will be very good for our people to have because it will keep them healthy. Fruit spoils in 7 months, and it will be a nice extra food source that doesn't need too many working hands. So for the future, these two will be good. It's going to take a while, though, with clay production not being that fast at the moment. But we'll get there. And yeah, we have 5 builders. That should be okay, too. I think either some kids need to grow up soon, or we need to get some immigrants again. But we have 16 infants now. That's part of the problem. So 66 villagers, but 30 are working. So not even half is working. I think we'll get there in the end. We just need to take our time. Pet and wife, you have no idea what way to go coming to teenage. I know mood and worry will take hard on them. Oh, probably. But that's why I have all of your wisdom in chat, Cooper. So you know, you can tell me how to deal with that kind of stuff and how to be okay. So, do you need new houses? We just built 2 new houses and we have room for 10 more villagers. And as we've already seen, immigrants will come in randomly, Kev. So, and even if there's no houses, you just have to provide them houses in a certain amount of time or they will leave. So, I'm trying not to get too much space all the time so that they don't make too many babies. Because if there's no housing space, they will stop making babies. Or at least that was the case before the full release version. So, we'll see about that. But yeah, right now we have room for 10 more people. So we are okay. I'm just kind of hoping that we get some extra immigrants in soon to supply the workforce. But oh, we're good now at 9, so it should be okay. Just 11 more clay. Might just put in 2 extra workers here once we can. I think we actually can. Let's just do 2 extra workers, and that should double the speed for the clay. We have the third. We don't have the. Oh, we are also a bit low on wooden planks at the moment, which is using up so much stuff. It's crazy. Well, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. At least most of the resources we have. We have some good gold now. Can we actually go for one of these now? Temple, also monthly gold and 25. Yeah, we don't have that money yet. Okay. We're getting to school though. Festival pole could be interesting at some point. Well, we're good for now, so no worries. Just saying from 13 up, then move out from home. You just wish they will have a turbo engine. I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see about it. So far, we simply happen to have an amazing kid, so all will be fine. That's what I'm telling myself all the time. Okay, looks like we survived another winter. It's now late winter year 5. I believe it usually takes up to 12 years to have a few kids grow up. So we're almost halfway into having kids grow up, but I'm not so sure. We'll see. We'll see. It's quite tempted to get an extra farm already in case we're going to need it in the near future, but I don't know if we should already get it. Now this one will require trees as soon as it's done, and then they have to plant the trees, they have to mature, and then it will slowly start to produce some fruits. So that's something to take into account. Might also get rid of these trees here and prioritize that so that we have more space. Dehydration. Oh, well, we have plenty of water, so we might be here in 30 years' time to watch Patmos Jr. Who knows? Who knows? She actually already talked about that she wanted to do the same as Daddy later on, so who knows? Who knows? And I mean, she loves to play Farming Simulator now. She has her own game, and I gave her 50 million so that she can just do whatever she wants. And she fully knows how the shop works and how to get stuff. So she got herself a huge big truck with a nice big water tanker behind it, and she's using it to fill a greenhouse. And then she got a second greenhouse, and she was like, well, now I need another truck for that greenhouse specifically. So she made a big blue truck and a blue water tanker behind, and she's now filling the greenhouse up with that one. And she's very happy now because she has 4 trucks already and all of this farming equipment. So it's really interesting. And she really enjoys it. I mean, sometimes she already knows more about the game than I do. Like she found out that you can get like a cross motor or something like that and all that kind of stuff. I didn't even know it was in the shop. But she just buys it, goes drive around it, have fun with it. She knows the way to her farm, and she even did some harvesting, although she's more interested in just driving around and doing all the other stuff. But it's very cool to watch, and she's so happy to be doing that every now and then. It's so cool. You want to know what's happening tomorrow evening? Take a look at the Discord. Uh-oh. Yay, best girl. Yeah, very true, very true. And then you'll sit and wonder, what do you mean tomorrow's Christmas? Wasn't it Easter just a week? Yeah. That's gonna happen. Time flies. I already know the time flies. Experiencing that a lot with little one. It's just before you know it, there's another school year done, and oh well. As long as she's a happy camper, we're fine with it. We're good. Alright, we should get the last clay in, I think, soon. And then we can finish the school. Great to hit little one, has so much fun. Oh, yes, she does. Wifey too, though. Wifey also has a lot of fun with Farming Simulator. So we're all feeling like farmers nowadays. So it's very cool. It's very cool. It's a family thing now. Alright, we have our school. Knowledge generated. This should speed up the knowledge generation, I think. So that would be nice. And Venica is in there to teach now. I don't know how many kids she can teach at the same time, but that should be nice. We have another traveling merchant. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to buy or sell anything yet. We'll do that later. We have another knowledge point. Oh, wow. I don't know if we need that, but this one with the diseases might be nice. So let's go for that for now. Okay, so our school is up. I think some of the buildings are now very close to getting up to the next level. And then we just need the resources and we can get these upgraded. They will generate extra income, more durable, larger happiness bonus. And the capacity of the houses goes up, so that's nice. That should work out well. We have some food to spare. Just a bit, but still, we have some food to spare. Cleared out this place. Did they really pick up everything? Apart from the stones, I think they did. Okay. Well, we survived another winter, so I guess that's a good moment to slowly start putting this little stream to an end. We have been streaming for almost 2.5 hours already. I had a great deal of fun, but I also start to feel my chest a bit with my lungs, so it's time for me to stop. So thank you all so much for being here. That is very much appreciated. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I enjoyed both the game, but also chatting to all of you. It was very nice. I wish you all a great weekend. Have a great time. If you're up for it, we are back on Sunday evening. New time, though, because of the winter time. So daylight saving goes off. clock will change an hour. I'll put the stream up in time so you can see the proper time, and then we will be streaming some Farming Simulator. It should be Gamer Mama, Tripkip, Agudo, Roadhog, and me. So we're going to have a lot of fun with the 5 of us on the farm. Oh no, the building is on fire because of that lightning. Did you see that? Wow, I hope they can put it out quickly while we are just sitting here talking. But, well, have a great weekend. I'd love to see you all on Friday. And take care. If you go to bed soon, sleep well. Otherwise, have a nice day. And thanks so much for all the ongoing love and support. You're all amazing people. And I'd love to see you all soon. But for now, ta-ta. Bye-bye. Catch you later.